just give us your thoughts. Thank you.
I'm AIP Sharma, Principal, Birla Public School, Doha, Qatar. I had been principal in New Delhi, South Delhi for 10 years before that, and altogether it is total 23 years as a principal and 30 years experience as a teacher. So basically, to the chairman and all the dignitaries, I know many of the faces over here. It's a wonderful forum, but and the way you have put up the vision for uh, the association is really amazing. Uh, what I want to say is that we need to be very practical and time bound. So when we make the committee, like for professional development and all, so that we can give a time bound things. Otherwise, what's happening right now? So many webinars, and in these webinars, people are repeated from here to there, and then there is some mediocrity also. So we need to start with the bang. That's very important, and we have many resources. I have seen in that particular thing. So that particular plan, if we can we can start putting up, and then by from 1st April, or rather in the March itself, last week we start. That will be very useful, because the schools will be opening in India from 1st April, and all over like CBSE schools especially. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma.
If I may add, yeah.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So I'm Shalini Nambiar. I've been in the education for almost 27 years and heading a lot of schools. And now I run my own consultancy. And what I really want to thank you for arranging this, because I think the vision is very good. And as Mr. Sharma said, we really need to ensure that the webinars are engaging. And we really chalk out a plan and, plan it, as he said, timely manage those things, because I think that is very important. And I love what you have written about, the committees, the leadership development, because I think that is a big challenge in our country. And if we all can, come together and help, because leaders are there, right? But, they are more bosses than leaders. So I think that is very, very important. And I would really like to give my input. I'm being very open, because I think we need to really come up with true leaders and not bosses in schools if we want to have the NEP being implemented in schools, which is the vision of the country. So thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice having you here.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. May I?
Please, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Sagrika Roy Bhatia, currently engaged with Punjab Football Club at Mohali, engaged in researching on a curriculum for players. Currently in India, we don't have a curriculum for players. So I'm working with it, and we have sportsmen with us. So it's not a mainstream school. It's going to be a school with alternative education. So I'm very happy to be on this particular platform. And of course, I can contribute. And with respect to the committees that you all have asked, the committees are really very thought after committees. And as you also, as Mr. Roshan also, affirmed here, that we could add or we could even delete. So yes, of course. And I'm sure all of us together can really brainstorm and strengthen this whole association of principals, and I'm happy to join, and I'm very happy to contribute in whatever way I can. That's the knowledge sharing platform. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate that. A request to everyone else who's not speaking, please put your microphones on mute. And whenever you want to speak, please unmute yourself, and then you can speak.
Hi, Mr. Kamoda, I would like to speak here. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mohammad Imran from International Indian Public School, Riyadh. I have been working as principal for about 2.5 years in this institution. In fact, I must share this, that I'm very glad to be the part of this Association of Indian Principals. I can see many, experienced principals are there in this panel, and I'm very privileged to be the part of it. I have one thing to